to see me, just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at Post Masquerade. I'm in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise. Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping
Hey guys, how's it going?
the real question to be asked.
Welcome back, yet again.
I'm a
Hello, D-Master-san and Maddie. Hope you're all doing well. I have to go ahead and post up the links on Discord for anyone. Otherwise, Cerise usually yells at me later on in the night. Well, she probably will anyway. But at least give her one last thing to yell at me about.
take off my mask, revealing dawn.
There we go. Go.
Moments of calm,
Awesome.
nothing left to be found.
Hello, Jordan, Audrey, French Vanilla, TCam. What's up, all? Oh yeah, the infamous quote there, I am thou, thou are I, from the Sea of Souls I've arrived. Ah, this is your 6th stream, French Vanilla? Nice. I think that's been pretty much all the Persona streams I've had since I've come back to the game, right? About 6 or so? Yo, Seraph Gree, what's going on? Welcome back. Good to see you. Since we have most of you gathered around, I'll send out my special thanks a little bit earlier in the day, on the stream, I should say. It's nighttime here. So special thanks to Seraph Creed, Team Master Sen, and also TCam now, who are all considered sorcerer stabbers. Technically, I should say that TCam is using Patreon instead of the YouTube thing, but essentially it all amounts to the same. I have a similar scheme set up on there, where it has the similar tiers of rank, which are like sorcerer stabbers, phantom thieves I think is the other one, and then there's just like the super high school level from Danganronpa. I stole everything from other games, essentially. Yeah, also, Maddie, by the way, we have a couple people on the YouTube site, if you couldn't tell. Maddie is talking on Twitch. So I figured I would just note that, just in case. Yeah, we added TCam. Technically not through the YouTube members, but it all amounts to the same thing in the end. The only difference is she doesn't get to use the emotes and stuff like that. Which you only have a couple of. Can you be a fan thief? I mean, you can be considered wherever you want. Technically, you've attained all the rankings. Which does remind me, I should probably set that up, because I think I could add that in Discord as well. Didn't I set something up for this? I did. Here you go. You got all 3 roles now in Discord as well, if you go check your list of titles. Oh, hey, Maddie. Nice to see you. Yeah, we have all the people right now on YouTube. A couple of times it will go back and forth. I think, Team Master Sen in particular kind of jumps back and forth depending on how it goes during the night. So you can be a part of any chat. You'd rather be a part of the SEES? What is the SEES from? I haven't heard of that. I just picked like 3 things from games that I tend to play a lot of. So, the first one, like the top one, is for Orphan. The second is for, well, obviously this game. And the third is Danganronpa. In case anyone didn't know that. Yeah, using the popped out chat works pretty well. Oh, that's a Persona 3 reference. I see. So that's what the group's called in Persona 3. If I ever add any more ranks and I play Persona 3, maybe I'll add that as one. Could be like a... I don't know. What are the current ones at? I think one's for $2, one's for $5, and one's for $10. So it'd be like a... I don't know, $7.50 or something. I don't know, Persona 3. Maybe that should be lower than Persona 5. I guess it depends on how good the game is. Yeah, what's the acronym for exactly? Unless that's considered a spoiler. Which maybe it is. It stands for Special Extracurricular Execution Squad. That is quite the mouthful. Yeah, Phantom Thieves is a bit snappier into the punch-in. Sounds less like a group that's gonna purge you from existence. Team Master Sen says, I shared the Great Escape clip from Indigo Prophecy in a few Discords, and your brother got a chuckle out of it. I'm glad. It was such a bizarre thing. I was so confused, so I'm glad other people could have a laugh from that. Definitely one of the stranger moments of any game. Oh, that's funny. You know, the Patreon post thing is probably still set up from, like, the old days. I don't think I've made a post on Patreon in a while. So I don't think there's anything new. But that is funny, though. I wonder if we could change that. The Phantom Thieves of Hearts will eat your heart right out in front of you. That's funny. Yeah, essentially, the thing with the Patreon was I only really used it for like about a year or so. I forget how long it was, and that was like a few years ago now. And what I just did was this last January, I kind of updated to make it in sync with the YouTube memberships I set up, so it's pretty much the same thing as that. Essentially, it's all just very basic stuff. It's nothing as fancy as when I was first trying to go about it. So I think we'll get ourselves started in just a minute here. I actually have a lot of people coming into the YouTube chat. It's funny, and almost no one is on the Twitch one. That's why I'm glad I kind of stick to YouTube for streaming as well. Because there tends to be more people that show up for the YouTube ones. There was like a while where there was a number of people show up on the Twitch one instead, but now it's kind of died out again, so... That's why I kind of keep my options open for this kind of stuff, just in case something like that does end up being the case. So let me switch on over to the game. I'll start recording just in case this goes south. Oh, I also have to bring up the window on my actual screen so I can watch the game as I try to play it. Otherwise, I'll be doing everything blind. Which would be an additional challenge run, I guess. Considering it's already blind in the sense that I don't know what's going to happen in the game. Alright, what are we doing here? There's Sojiro around. Max out Kawakami. No one else is really around. I think maybe said we're going to do Iwai? Or Hifumi's around too. I think Hifumi has better stuff than Iwai. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think EY is mostly just for discounts at the store. Maybe he gets new items after a while when you level it up enough. So we'll go see Hifumi first. Okay. We're actually running a bit lower on money than we were before.
Good
Probably because we
evening.
haven't been to one of those battle areas in a while now. Hey, Cradnito, how are things going with you? Welcome, welcome. I traveled overseas for a school trip. The weather was really nice. We already heard that, didn't we? It's still so hot here in Japan. That's weird. I would think Japan would get cooler first. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Ah, that's not a bad choice, Cradnito. It actually seems like YouTube's a bit more bustling for the day. Definitely more so than Twitch. We almost had no one on Twitch. I think Maddie stopped by for a little bit, but then she switched over too. I should say that if you guys want, you could definitely pop out the chat if it's easier to watch the stream on one site and chat on the other. It's totally up to you guys. You all have the freedom to do as you please. So it's not gonna level up yet, but let's work on it.
I look forward to it.
I look forward to it too. Look forward to your skills you're gonna give me, lady. I call her lady, but she's probably just like 17 or something, so she's technically a girl. Oh, that's right. That's something Hifumi might like. Oh, what? We're giving her gifts now? What? Well, this is new. Alright, time to look at Maddie's guide again. I still have that up. I actually saved it for once. Oh, at least I thought I did. No, this is the, Wait, does this have it as well? No, I have the choices guide. I don't have the gift guide. Ah, crap. Well, never mind. I thought I had the thing for the gifts, but never mind. It doesn't have it in it. Hello there, Vanilla, over in the Twitch chat. What's going on? Vanilla, is that a different name you're using today? I'm not sure who, what your usual name is. But either way, welcome back. Yeah, it'd be cool if they remade all the Persona games. It'd be a lot easier to play them. If they made it for, Oh, Vanilla is French Vanilla. That's funny. Vanilla's betrayed us for Twitch. That makes sense. French Vanilla. For some reason, I had to see both names together to put it together. So I see you've defected. Well, like I said, you guys can watch the streams wherever you please. It's all good with me. Oh, hello, Latoya. How are you doing tonight? Alright, so where's the present guide? Is it in the same site? 'Cause this is the site that had it. Oh, I found it. Alright, never mind. You guys don't have to look for it. I just have to look for, Hifumi. Alright, so what'd she like? Star, black mug. Black book cover. Alright, she likes a lot of things, technically. Well, black mug is good, and it has it in here. So I could just give her this, I guess. Yeah, sure, we'll just give her this then. Seems like it'll work for her.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
I could
much.
certainly have this. They will never remake Persona 3 because you have to shoot yourself in the head to summon your persona. I guess that could be a controversial thing they showed. Well, more likely, they could remake the game, but they would just change the way you summon it, I suppose. To make it more kid-friendly or whatever. I don't know. I feel like they could still have something like that in the game. Maybe they have to make it mature or whatever, but, you know, who cares? I mean, maybe they would care, because they don't think they'll sell as much as they would if they didn't.
Thank
Yo,
you
Frog,
for
what's going
today.
on? Yeah, I should tell you, too, that are in the Twitch chat, Vanilla and Frog. The Twitch chat is very quiet today. You might have better luck if you also bring up the YouTube chat as well. Because we have quite a few people on that side of things. Then again, it might switch back and forth as it tends to do during the day. Huh? Who could it be at this hour? Want to go to Dome Town? Is that a euphemism for something? What is Dome Town? Earlier I got some info that I can't turn a blind eye to. I got us 2 passes. Wanna go and check it out tomorrow? Some more explanation would help. What the fuck is Dome Town? Alright, sure, we're going to Dome Town with Mishima. Sounds like things are getting serious. Now that things are here, it's gonna be loud as fuck. Okay, Frog. You can definitely liven the place up if you want. Persona 5, you have to rip a mask off your face and blood is everywhere. Yeah, whenever they first do that, it gets really, really bloody. The worst part of the stream is when you're about to leave. Can you please stay for 15 more minutes? When I'm about to leave, please. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, if you want me to... I don't know if I'll stay for like 15 minutes, but I can hang around for like a little bit, like 5 minutes or so, and answer questions if you have them. Or, you know, just chat or whatever. Like, I guess if you want to have like a little bit of time where we kind of, you know, come down from the high of streaming and just like relax and get ourselves settled down, I could do something like that. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll do it for 5 minutes. It depends on, like, how busy it is in the stream. I kind of feel like most people start to get tired around 12 o'clock or so, so I tend to end things around there. But we'll see how things go. Yeah, it sounds like Mishima's hitting on it. It's like, oh yeah, yo, Try, you want to go to Dome Town with me? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I don't know if I want to visit your Dome Town, Mishima. I'm just saying, man. Which is the Do It With Mishima quote for the visit to Dome Town? I forget which one it is. Here, I do have the list up if I want to check it out here. It's quote number 8. Here, let's see. If it works. Sometimes the bot doesn't respond right away. It takes a while to like boot up or something. Oh, there it is. Vanilla's created a portal between chats. Oh, so fancy. Well, welcome to both chats now, French Vanilla / Vanilla7405. Bridging the streams. It's like Ghostbusters, never cross the streams. According to my intel, there's a cheater who frequents this arcade. He gets his opponents to bet money, and then cheats to win it all.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of who? Of all people. Morning Sun, what are you doing here? I'm humoring him. I'm hitting up Dome Town with my friend here. It's totally legit. A breather? That sounds so cool. Yeah, the coolest things of all. Breathers. That would be so cruel, Frog. We cannot say that to Mishima. We must do it with Mishima. I just realized I didn't use the proper quote in the Twitch chat. I wonder if it's the same one. Yes, we'll do it with Mishima.
Huh?
Superhero? Yeah, we wanted to do something about that cheater who comes here. Cheater? Oh, maybe it was that guy I just beat. I handed his ass to him and he ran home crying. I was rusty at first since it wasn't a gun about, but it was easy once I got the hang of it. Yeah, technically we haven't committed to anyone. Yeah, sorry, I missed that message before. We're kind of pursuing Makoto, but we still have a while to go. What, really? But you're just a kid. So what? Age is irrelevant. Not for a lot of things. Age can be very relevant. So, you know I've seen your face somewhere before.
Oh.
Oh, are you Shinya Oda, the gaming prodigy? Don't address me without an honorific. Who are you anyway, you pleb? You don't remember me? We fought one time in a tournament. It's me, Mashiman. That is a terrible alias, Mishima. Mashiman? I don't remember. Good lord. I fought my way to many people. You'd only stick in my memory if you were someone. What is this? Hold on a second. I'm getting a stupid low disk space error on my other computer. It's alright, it's not the one I'm recording to. It's just really stupid. You guys are too young for this, but dome means something else. I'm not going to tell you what it means, but yeah. It doesn't mean anything about smoking pot. It does mean something, though. For those of you who are old enough to get it. I fought way too many people. You'd only stick in my memory if you were someone special. Wow, you really are the king. The way you talk sounds so cool. Who is this guy, your friend? No, it totally means pot try. I don't know. This could be an age thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it totally means pot. You're right, guys. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, basically, he's our friend. What's this supposed to mean? We're friends.
Hey!
Morning, son. Do you have some spare time? Want to go check out the theme park? There's no gun about here, and I'm getting annoyed with all the people watching me. Let's go. Hey, you know, it's so typical. Just kind of looking at the background here. We're at this theme park here, and you see the people sitting down on their phones and, like, just chatting. Not actually doing anything at the theme park. Anyway. I wonder if we get points with him. He wants to play too. Yeah, we got 3 points with each of them. Nice. Yeah, you can come along. That'd be so mean if we just ditched him like that. So kind. I knew the king had a big heart.
See you.
Have I seen the lines? I haven't been to an amusement park in a while, but I'm sure the lines anywhere would be crazy. Hey, Dorman, how's it going? Welcome, welcome.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, we're back. Technically, that is what most of us are doing right now. But I always find it funny that people go to theme parks or whatever and just like, or like anywhere, and they're basically spending all their time on their phone. Well, we could do this. Oh, you know what it is? It's Sunday. And you know what that means? I'm actually going to remember for once. And go ahead on over to the underground walkway. I think it is. Hey there, Luna. How are things going with you? Welcome, welcome. How you doing tonight?
Welcome!
Seafood. Knowledge. Okay. So, let's see. Which of these have we maxed out so far? I think we've maxed out our charm and our... Was it proficiency? I can't remember now. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Time for some Sunday football. Is that what it was from? I can't remember. I remember that from a commercial, though.
All right.
Yeah, proficiency. The vendor to the smoothie shop's a reference to Catherine? Is it now? Oh, we can't talk to her again. Huh. I don't know. Is she supposed to be? She doesn't look familiar to me at all. Oh, she's wearing the same uniform? I'll take your word for it. It's been a while since I played Catherine, so I don't really remember.
Wonderful.
So you'd know more than me at this point. Oh, from Erica. Okay. Yusuke's into the planetarium. Yeah, he definitely is. We went there a few times with him already, I believe. Lately, we've kind of just gone people watching and done that stuff with that weird art dude who seems almost like a creep at the same time. Which I suppose isn't really a surprise for this game. Yeah, Yoshida's leveled up to the max, so we can't do anything with him. We could hang out with EY. We don't really need to spend any time getting our skills up at this point, at least for now. We probably will later. Alright, let's look at EY and Chihaya. See if we could figure out which one we want to. Vanilla7405. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, I believe. Yeah, that's your Twitch name. Much appreciated.
Oh my. Things have cooled down a bit.
Getting our Twitch numbers up there. Yeah, I suppose I should say, if you're someone that's on Twitch, do keep in mind I also have a YouTube. If you're on YouTube, keep in mind I have a Twitch. So if you ever want to jump to the other one, either way, you just have to get to like youtube.com or twitch.tv and then it's just /TryMorning, and you'll find the channel. Just in case for whatever reason you may have a trouble with the stream working on your end. So who did I say? EY and Chihaya? I think we want to get this. I forget why. I think it was maybe Shadowcat who was telling me about this the other night. And then EWAS is just a discount, I believe. So you might want to get Chihai up first, and then I suppose it'll be easier to work on other characters. Why can't I find him? Maybe we haven't officially gotten him in the list yet, or I'm just kind of missing him. Oh, he's called Weapons Dealer, that's why. Sometimes they do that for whatever reason. And now French Vanilla's back over here on YouTube. What was the first video game system I had? Probably the NES. It's kind of hard to remember though, because I kind of got them around the same time. We got both like the NES and the Super Nintendo. But I'll just say that maybe it was the NES that we got first. I don't actually remember though. Yeah, he's just into discounts. And I guess eventually he'll give you a customization for high-level guns. Oh wow, the Atari 2600? Says Luna. Yeah, I never had an Atari. I think my parents had one, or at least my mom had one when she was younger, like before I was around, obviously. YouTube changed their emoji and it's deeply upsetting you. You know what it actually might depend on, Maddie? It could depend on which web browser you're viewing it from. So if like one day you're looking at it from your phone, it might be different than the way it looks on your computer or laptop or something like that. Because I noticed it looks different on Chrome than it does on another web browser I use. So it can totally depend on that. I think emojis are kind of determined by your actual browser for the most part. At least for YouTube. Twitch is a totally separate beast, I believe. Oh, you're on your computer? Yeah, I mean, it could be, maybe it is YouTube actually changing something. Or it could also be that as Chrome or whatever you're using updates, it may change the emoji. I know that happens too. Or the popped out chat. You never know. There's like really weird stuff that could happen. I'm gonna go to Red Light District. In the game, of course. Wow, is that true? Daniel Whitaker is saying that they canceled the NBA season because of the coronavirus? Wasn't the NBA season almost over? Isn't that, March Madness? Isn't that when it ends? So they're ending it now? Wow, I'm gonna look this up. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Utah Jazz player tests positive for the virus. That's crazy, man. Well, I guess what are you gonna do if people start getting sick that are players? Obviously that's a big problem because they're in like constant contact with each other. All sweaty and wet and getting their fluids everywhere. Sheesh. Yeah, stuff is getting really crazy. We kind of talked about it, like I said yesterday, we talked about it a few weeks ago. And, it's still kind of at the point where a lot of people weren't really taking it seriously. They're like, oh yeah, it's not as bad as the flu. And I mean, technically, like, whatever, you might say, like, the numbers may not be, like, as bad as the flu currently, but it's definitely having a lot of impact on various things which the flu would never have, so. I really never really bought that line about being no worse than the flu. Because you see the reactions that's going on with like everything in different aspects of life, from entertainment to business, and it's having a huge impact. All right, so we got everything here. I have to remember that every now and then that stocks up. So it's a good thing to, What's up? The way that I describe sports makes it sound something else entirely? Well, I mean, yeah, sports is a business too. It's entertainment and business at the same time, kind of. For the people watching, obviously it's entertainment. For, the people that own the companies and the teams and whatnot, it's a business. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true of everything though, Vanilla, that the death rate isn't high. The problem is the way it's spreading so easily and kind of infecting a whole bunch of people. I mean, I don't know why people are still arguing about it at this point. the way it shut down like all this stuff going in China with like the factories and how they had to slow down production, how it shut down multiple conferences and all this other stuff. I mean, it's bad, dude. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but it's something that hasn't really happened anytime recently. I'm not trying to say like, oh, everyone's gonna die from it. Yeah, if you're healthy and of a decent age, in all likelihood you'll be totally fine. But you can't really deny the impact it's had at this point.
Oh,
Tried numerous times, but the Empress card keeps appearing. Yeah, we heard this already. Stop repeating yourself. Do a verification test. And like I was saying the other day, there have been schools closing around here. And just recently, the school that my cousin my cousin, yeah, technically he's my cousin. It's my cousin's kid, so he's still my cousin. They've been canceling all after-school activities now. I mean, no one's tested for it too close to where I am, but like, kind of within a half-hour drive, there's people who have it, and it's kind of creepy. Yeah, that's the thing. Only 3% out of however many people may have it. It could be really bad. Because I think someone said, and you know, I don't know, I should look this stuff up first. Because, I mean, this is a prediction that some... Let me see who had this. Like, I don't know. I don't know how true this is, but I read someone saying that potentially this could affect up to, like, half the country could come infected at some point. I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that's just, like, scaremongering. I really do. Because that would be fucking terrible. Think of, like, 1 out of every 2 people. Like, half the people you know. I'm hoping it's not that bad and that's just people being, like, paranoid. But, you know, that's definitely not good. And 3% of that is a significant number. Hey, Walking Vomit, 69. That's a great name, by the way. This is a Persona stream, by the way. Although it kind of got off tangent because they're talking about the virus going around. Which tends to happen nowadays. People are talking about it more and more. Can't really blame them. This is a pretty concerning thing. But yeah, this is just a Persona game. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I'm kind of new to the game as well. Let's hang out.
yes.
What's up, Luna? Oh yeah, about the streams on YouTube, Luna. What happens a lot of times is after the stream is first uploaded to YouTube, after it's first been streamed out, it'll only save the last 2 hours of the stream. Basically, you need to give it about 24 hours or so to run itself out, and then it actually processes correctly. So I would keep that in mind. You may not want to try to watch the archive right away. If you want to watch the full thing, you might want to wait about 24 hours, and then it fully is processed by YouTube, and it should be all up. More or less. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I mean, you can watch the stream back for the last 2 hours if you want, but the full thing usually will be up after a certain amount of time. Not that it matters too much. Well, I'm trying to get caught up. So what, Tom Hanks has it? I missed a lot of messages. That's funny. I mean, that's going to happen now. You're going to see a lot of that happening. You know, politicians and actors are not immune to this as well. So you're going to see, like, famous people coming down with it. And don't be surprised to see them dying off, too. I mean, Tom Hanks is pretty old now at this point. I'm sure he could get pretty good health care, but, you know, don't be surprised if you see stuff like that starting to happen. That's right, I have something Chai might like. Should give it to her as a gift. Yeah, we could give her more stuff, I guess. You know what's funny, Vanilla, about, yeah, you're sick but you don't have the urge to travel? I saw a meme that was posted at one point of, I forgot who posted it. I think it might have just been like some random person on Twitter. It's like, you know, ordinary people who are sick, and it shows them like in bed, like laying, like unable to go anywhere. It's like people are sick with coronavirus, and it's like I will travel across the world, like with a Pokemon theme. Because it's like, what the hell? Like these people are sick with like this virus, and yet they're like traveling everywhere and getting people infected everywhere as well. It's crazy. The thing is, you gotta appreciate dark humor like that in situations where you have stuff like this happening. I don't know if it matters too much what we give her. Oh, also, hello, Amari. How are things going with you? I could look this up as well, I suppose. So, what does she like? Book cover's alright. Yeah, let's give her this. Oh no, it says a black book cover. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. Well, we'll see either way.
Thank you.
Alright, she seems to like it. That's good. Oh, we touched her heart.
Goodbye.
Let's spread this faster than the stupidity of a David Cage game. You know what? As bad as this virus may be, I don't think it'd be that bad. I'm surprised David Cage wouldn't have some like crazy virus going around in his game too. With the way he's writing about absolutely everything they could throw in. Yeah, a lot of people keep going to work and that gets people infected. I mentioned this a little bit on Discord at one point. I think I kind of mentioned it only in the mod section because it's kind of a more personal thing. But I doubt it makes a big difference. But yeah, Emily knows a coworker of hers who I think her husband might have been exposed to someone who had it at a conference. So it's like, oh geez, it's like you can't get away from it. I was joking around. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Like eventually you're gonna know someone who knows someone that has it, and the thing is it could get closer and closer as more people get it. So it looks like we might be doing something here. Oh no. She's coming here, it looks like, so we're not going out. Well, I'm sure it's an event all the same. Was there a virus in Indigo Prophecy? There may have been. With all the other crazy shit that happened in that game, yeah, it probably wasn't there as well, and it kind of got overlooked after it started going full Matrix and Day After Tomorrow.
Hey.
Talb is down here in the shop. David Cage was the one that engineered it, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, they said the popular conspiracy theory was it was the Chinese. No, it was actually David Cage. That is the truth behind it. Alright, I guess we'll go meet up.
Everyone's here.
Hello, thank you, not so, for the, what was that? I don't know if it's a subscription or a follow on Twitch. I kind of missed it. I just saw the name and was trying to figure out how to say it. So thank you very much. We've done all we can. You think we should maybe try heading to Mementos? Why? Do we have something to do? Yeah, why are we going into Mementos when we don't have an objective to do anything there? Oh, the orange virus was from the internet and Indigo whatever. There was an orange virus? I thought there was an orange clan. Maybe it's all the same. I don't know. Oh, Amari, you came over from Latoya. Alright, that's really cool. Thank you. And thank you, Latoya, for spreading the word. That's very much appreciated. I'm glad you, were invited over, and I hope you liked the stream, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, and if any of you other people out there have friends you think might like these streams, be sure to share it. Sharing is caring, as they say. Although I don't remember what that's from at the current moment. Alright, we're not going to Mementos. We have nothing to do there. Why are you guys suggesting that? I don't know what my group is thinking.
Nice.
Plant's doing well. I like how when they come by, they add all these tables and chairs to my room. And they don't clean them up when I want them to leave. We could beat the Reaper. I'm not sure if that's going to go too well. We did like it was like a whole hour of that last time. Alright. Let's let the elderly people talk it out here. Oh, Futaba's down here, though.
Go.
Well, the thing is, we already have our proficiency maxed out, so we don't really need to do that.
Hey, hey.
We could deepen our bond, though. Hopefully we can talk to her again later if we want to. Oh, I'm sorry, I know. Feel terrible. Don't guilt trip me, girl. Yusuke and Ryuji around. Shinya can be leveled up. An hour and a half? It may have been. Still, Frog, you have to admit, it wasn't as bad as the time I tried to beat that secret boss you wanted me to do in, the Undertale follow-up, whatever it was called. I forget the name now. Remember that secret boss I did for like 4 hours? Good lord. That was something else. At least we managed to beat that one, though. Yeah. Oh, how dare you, Frog? We did beat him. Come on, don't take that away from me. I only had to have, like, help from everyone in the chat who told me how to memorize his patterns and his, I forget what it was. There's a weird scheme to beating him, though, that you guys told me about. But we did it eventually. Alright. What about the, arcade dude? The pinball wizard. Skilled gamer, he's right here. Increase the maximum number of bullets you can carry. Yeah, Deltarune was the name of the game. Deltarune. Yeah, Deltarune, that was it. The Jevil. Yeah, that was insane. Am I gonna do the dance sequence in Indigo Prophecy? We might. We might do that yet. Yeah, I can probably beat the Reaper, but it'd take a long-ass time. And I'm not really sure if we would be able to or not. So I'm just gonna wait till we get a little bit further in the game. This would probably be very helpful. We might try to get this up first. Having more bullets and whatnot. I don't really use the gun too much, but maybe I'll use it more if I have more bullets. Or I could check Yusuke and Ryuji. Because when they get leveled up, they have really good skills, like the insta-kill and whatnot. So what does Yusuke have? That's definitely a good thing. Ryuji? It's gotta be here somewhere. Same thing. We use Yusuke a real lot in this game, so I might try to get him up to that so he doesn't get killed so easily. We have to do 2 hangouts, but that should be okay. I have no idea where he is, though, of course. Yeah, he's always here. At least he's consistent.
By the way,
Yeah, more bullets for a down shot. That's why it'd be good to have that. Only took you 5 tries to beat Jevil? Well done. I forget what happened, but I think Frog tried to do a stream where he would, I forget what it was. We tried to challenge him to something to, like, beat it on without taking any damage or something? Or maybe not taking any damage. I forget, without using any items. Maybe that's what it was. I forget if he was able to do that or not.
well,
Matty says, you could say it took me 0 because I never played the game and never will. Well, that's one way of doing it. Let's go somewhere fun.
yes.
After your long ass stream, I beat it on 1 try. Yeah, but I think the initial challenge you were trying to do is you're trying to do it without using any items or something. I forget what it was because it's been a long time since that. I think you weren't able to, were you? Maybe you were. I mean, honestly, I don't remember either way at this point either. Maybe it was just to do it in 1 stream. But I feel like it was harder than that because you were kind of bragging about how easy it was. I guess we would go here. I mean, this is what he's into, right?
Let us head off.
I don't really know what we're doing here.
Oh?
white noise caused by the crowd is quite pleasant. That's true. There's no sound in space. Alright, let's not get all anal about it. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying this.
Indeed.
There we go, nice. Interpretation depends on the state of the observer as well. It is as though as art itself is alive. Oh, by the way, I should probably mention, I finally finished our rewatch of TNG, which, by the way, it's funny. I think it was Yelena, who's not here right now, but I said TNG and then she thought it was something else. I forget what she thought it was, but I meant Star Trek: The Next Generation. I was rewatching that for like the last couple of months, ever since I got sick that one time. And I finally finished it, all 7 seasons. That show was so much fun. I miss it so much. I'm so disappointed that new Star Trek is just... for lack of a better word. Is this now a thing where people spell out some of the numbers when they give you their phone number? Is it a thing? I don't know. I don't really know of that ever happening. She thought it was Zero Escape. Oh yeah, I don't know how it's Zero Escape. Like, how is TNG equals Zero Escape in, like, any world? Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it too, Maddie. Maybe it's just a thing where you live. Oh, the Nonary games? Is that abbreviated NTNG? I guess it could be. A piece that makes you see something new upon each visit is immensely rare. I look forward to viewing what I may glean from it today, too. Hope you feel the same, Try.
To tell the truth,
That painting from earlier has actually been made into a statue. This may be a mere replica, but I would like you to have a try. The nude statue. How lewd. I feel like my bond with Yusuke will grow stronger soon.
fascinating.
They re-released the first 2 games of the Nonary games. So it's kind of like Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit. Which I don't know why they couldn't settle on one name. I guess it's David Cage being way too advanced for shit again.
Back.
I hope it's not the statue he made of Anne. That'd be kind of awkward. Tomorrow's the date of the arrangement with your feet. What? Oh. I see. It'll be okay. I thought she was just talking to us for a second. The state my father's in has put that on hold for the time being. Woo, we accomplished one of our goals. That doesn't mean my marriage has been called off, though. My father agreed to do so in that other world, but I'm not sure now, given his current condition. So that too will be on hold till the change of heart. Sounds to me like we're totally in the clear. That's all thanks to you guys. Well, we'll find out very soon, it looks like. Is Star Trek like the chilling adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Preaching, pandering garbage that you can't stop watching out of morbid curiosity? Not really. And I don't really remember much about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I think I watched a little bit of it, like, back in the 90s. But I don't remember it being preaching or pandering, was it? I mean, it's a long while ago now, so I don't really remember. But no, especially Star Trek back then. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Nowadays, maybe that's more what it's like at this point. Well, we could finally get that up if we want to. Netflix's Sabrina doesn't seem too bad. Oh yeah, I guess that's another thing. They've rebooted at this point, like everything else. Oh, you mean the Netflix version? Okay. Yeah, that I know absolutely nothing about. Sabrina the Teenage Witch was just like, a 90s sitcom. I have no idea what it became. Alright, I see. Yeah, whatever. Sabrina the Teenage Witch is great, and you leave it alone. Luna Blade says, I like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh, we're not talking about the 90s show, are we? Yeah, I guess they're not. I was thinking about the 90s show. That's the only thing I remember. Yeah, everything old has to be dug out of the grave and, you know, they put a pair of sunglasses on it, and it's like Weekend at Bernie's. So what are we thinking? you want to hang out with Hifumi? We could probably do that. We also have her, but I'm not going to do this either way. I'll just get rid of it so we don't have the notification. I have a very faint recollection of that show from the 90s. I can't really say I remember any particular thing about it, though. Maybe it's only her. Oh, wait, nope. Yeah, it is Hifumi. And oh yeah, which I don't care for. So I guess we're just going to do Hifumi. Which is fine. We do want to get that eventually anyway. Because what I have no idea is we could steal old ones. That's right. Exactly, Maddie. Wait, hold on. What was the other message we got? What is this at the top? Oh, just their exchange. Head over immediately. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go. Oh, we're going out? What'll her mother say?
Actually,
Nah, we're doing the, shogi player. That's right. Oya's trash. No one wants to hang out with Oya. It's so sad. The animatronic black cat, though, right? Did they have an animatronic cat? I thought it was just a regular cat. Or was it animatronic? I don't remember what they use now. Oh yeah, it was a talking cat, wasn't it? I forgot that. You know, the thing is, I kind of get that show mixed up a little bit in my head with that other movie that had the talking cat. What was it? Oh god, what was it? The one with Hocus Pocus, that's what it was. Yeah. That's right, Hocus Pocus, Luna. Because that also had a talking cat, and for whatever reason, I get them mixed up sometimes. Yeah, that was a really weird movie. Very funny, though. I enjoyed it. It was like a guilty pleasure back then. Digital version of the weekly magazine. My father's deteriorating health, and that he's bedridden. Oh no, he's got the virus too. Yeah, I think the cat's name was like Zachary something, or Zacharias. Forgot the name of it. Yeah, I love Hocus Pocus. It was a really fun movie. I was thinking people are going to make fun of me for that. But I'm glad you guys remember that one too. Oh man, I put a spell on you, Dance. That movie's up there with like a lot of good childhood memories. Yeah, watching stuff like, oh, it's Thackeray. Yeah, Thackeray. It was really weird. It wasn't Zachary, Thackeray. Yeah, there's like Hocus Pocus, The Goonies, you know, Back to the Future. There's some other stuff too. Like, as a kid, I remember watching those movies like all the time. They even reported that my mother, Ghostbusters, of course. My mother works at a nightclub. Which is not untrue, but was it really necessary for them to write about all this? Capitalizing on a family's private matters is just cruel. My family's troubles have nothing to do with my skills as a shogi player. My mother was furious when she read the article. She said it'll hurt her career and that she'll never forgive whoever wrote it. My father didn't say anything, he just sat there listening to her. But he looked troubled. My mother told me that you'd be able to easily quell these rumors if I became more famous. If anything, becoming more famous is gonna make rumors spur around even more about you. But sure, whatever you want. Do I remember the Halloween Town series? Halloween Town. Let me look this up. No, I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar to me anyway. I thought the name may have been familiar, but now that I'm looking at the images from it, it doesn't look like anything I've seen. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm back. He said he would love to watch, but the times don't work out for him. That's alright. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. Yeah, that was such good stuff in the 90s. It really does feel like a bit of originality kind of died out after we got to this like new millennium. After a certain point. I think what it really is that these studios are like way too risk averse to like try anything new. They don't want to risk their money on something they think might not work out. So like, oh, well, let's just keep reviving old things that people liked and it'll be a guaranteed hit. But the good thing that's happening now is that they're not guaranteed hits anymore. Now a lot of times when they make something that's basically a reboot or something, they're starting to fail more and more often. So maybe at this point people will start actually trying to take a risk on new things. We could hope. I don't know, that's what I do anyway. I don't really go out and see these things anymore that are, reboots or reimaginings or retellings of old stories that were like, just made. We also can't get movies like The Goonies anymore because Hollywood's too PC. I don't think that's even what it is. It's more about the fact that they don't want to risk their money on new things. I think that's a whole nother issue too, but I think that's kind of separate from it. Disney stocks have gone down. Yeah, I think that's a good thing that the Disney stocks have gone down because we'll actually have pressure to try to do something different from what they've been doing all along. 50-50, yeah, that's part of it. I think that's definitely an element to it, but I don't think that's everything. Because it really started happening before all that, before the wokening or whatever you want to call it. It really started happening kind of in like the mid 2000s, early 2000s. Have you heard what the shareholders are blaming the stock price drops on? I can't imagine. I'm sure it's something stupid, though. The fantasy should take the hearts of Disney executives. Disney actually brought a resort island and a huge cruise ships during a virus outbreak. Oh, that's a lot of fun. I'm sure that'll be a great investment for the near term. Disney makes a gay character who only talks once and says it's representation. It's true, though. They blamed the Disney stock price drops on the fact they put a movie with a gay character on it in Disney Plus? What? How would that affect anything? I know that stuff can affect certain overseas markets like China or whatever. Probably like, I don't know, Iran or some shit. But otherwise, I don't think that really matters too much. Anyway, what are we doing here? The media is scary. Oh yeah, that's kind of appropriate for the conversation we're having right now. The media is scary. Wasn't there a coronavirus confirmed in a Disney World worker? I wouldn't be surprised considering the amount of people that go there from like all over the world. Those would be one of the spots I'd definitely avoid if I didn't want to get infected with anything. I'm just gonna cheat because I don't know what we're picking for this one. I want to make sure we get these points. Hifumi. I almost looked up for Shihai instead for some reason. Where is this? It's hard to find out. Actually, I don't know if this really matters. Alright, we'll just say the media's scary. I feel the same way. The thing that annoys me the most about the whole going woke thing is that they're not even committed to it. It's like, here's a footnote, we're good now. Which is basically Disney's bread and butter currently. Yeah, I think that's really funny the way they did that. It's like, yeah, and I think TCAM's bringing it up as well. With the J.K. Rowling, like, oh, and by the way, Dumbledore was actually gay all along. It's so weird. Like the way people try to, I don't know, like pay lip service or like try to court these audiences in like the most transparent ways possible. It's like, oh, look, we put a character that's kind of like you in some aspect in our thing, so now you should like it. It's like, what? It's like, just because, like, if I was gay and it's like, oh, here's someone that's gay in this, movie too. All right, so what? Like, there's other aspects of my life and personality that's more than just being that. Just because you put in something that's one aspect, that, like, if someone's brown-haired in a fucking movie, am I gonna be like, oh, wow, this is good, this is great, now I'm gonna throw all my money at this? It's like, no. No, it's not just, like, this one thing that you just show on screen for 1 minute and that's it. There's so much more to a person, and just boil them down to this one, like, line that you put in a movie to try to represent them is ridiculous. Especially when it's something that's like one line that you can then cut from a movie for a foreign audience so you don't lose money. Because it's so irrelevant that you could just cut out a movie and then no one cares. 'Cause isn't that what they did in Star Wars too? There's like a kiss between two girls and then it's like, oh no, we have to cut that out of the movie because we don't want the Chinese audience being offended. It's like, well then you never really meant it in the first place. But yeah, anyway, let's try to finish this date before we get too much of a rant. I always believed that if I worked hard as a shogi player, I'll be able to support us. I never expected such a destructive article to be written about me and my family. Honestly, nothing good will come from being treated like it. I couldn't even finish it. Luna asked, did anyone even care about that Dumbledore was gay? No! Because it wasn't even in the books. It had no bearing on any of the story. If it's something that you just like announce like afterwards, oh, by the way, he's gay all the time, it never mattered. Unless, like, now they're kind of going back and they're making these other movies now, so I guess they're trying to be like, oh, look, it was important. It's like, no, it wasn't. You only thought about it after the fact. People say I'm all looks and no skills. They're annoyed that I'm in the press all the time. Jakey isn't as sneaky as she thinks she is. No, she's not. Yeah, and the whole other background of Rey, which I don't think it's even a spoiler at this point. An imperfect clone of the grandfather who's also the father, and Doctor Who, a little black girl who was just some portal somewhere, from some portal somewhere? I don't even know what that's about because I don't watch Doctor Who. And Star Trek is just Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, Star Trek went like full action schlock at this point. It kind of has for a while. Kind of after TNG, it kind of went that direction. Slowly over time, but after New Trek with JJ, it was just really transparent. Yeah, ugh. They didn't even follow through with him being gay in the movies, where he would be interacting with characters, with the character he was gay for. Who was he gay for? I don't even know what that was, because I didn't really pay attention to it. Do I consider YouTube as your job? This might be a dumb question. No. I don't make really nearly as much money as you may be thinking I'm getting from this. Certainly not enough to be considered a job in any sense of the word. I don't know who he's supposed to be his romantic partner. Oh, like, oh, Johnny Depp? Okay, I didn't even notice that. No, if that was supposed to be the case, I didn't notice that at all. Since, like, I'm not a Harry Potter nerd. So I didn't know that. Yeah, that's like the main bad guy too, so it's kind of weird that you wouldn't notice that in the game. Alright, blah blah blah, stuff about Shogi. I'm not even really paying attention to this at this point. There's so much else we're talking about in the chat. Maybe I should stop playing Shogi and just get a job. That way my family won't get hurt again. Yeah, I feel like she should do something on her own rather than just following what her mother tells her to do. Do what you love. Yeah, there we go. Come on, this should get us some points. Yeah, we did it. 2 points there. What's this? Oh, I'm a KGB agent sent to spy on you. That's right. Couldn't you tell I was really Russian all along? This is just a finely crafted accent. Truly, indeed. $15 a month. It's more than that, but you're not that far from the truth in actuality. I will say it's funny. Most of the money that, you know, I would make actually comes from you people that are watching this, like the supporters, like TCam and T-Master, Seraph Creed. All of you guys actually contribute more than like the YouTube ad revenue. YouTube ad revenue isn't what people think it is. Or what they once thought it was, maybe. Do what I love. I love Shogi. I don't want to quit. You're right. You understand my true feelings. At the end of the day, I love Shogi. I'll never be able to give it up. I was just confused because of that article and how my senior treated me. However, I think I can see my next move, thanks to you. You're helping me realize a lot about myself outside of Shogi. Cool. I can sense a deep bond of trust from Hifumi. Very nice. You know, the funny thing about the Fantastic Beasts is that I really didn't mind the first movie too much. I thought it was kind of working well as this non-Harry Potter movie. But then at the end, they tried to tie everything back together to the Harry Potter world, and then it just kind of fell apart for me. Because I didn't really care for that connection. I thought it was like this kind of like cool little standalone film about this dude trying to like capture these animals in like New York City, and just this kind of like wacky, zany tale. And it was kind of just like amusing in that way. But then when they brought up the actual plot stuff with like Grindelwald and all that other stuff, I didn't really care that much for it at all. What's going on here? That cannot be your girlfriend in the game. Stop getting points. Go away, Anne. Anne?
Right.
We're not romancing Anne, so I don't think that's something you have to worry about too much. We already kind of maxed her out, and the thing is, we already turned her down, so I don't think we can pursue Anne if you wanted to at this point. The ending was all over the place. It really was. The article has left me somewhat irritated. What? The Eternal Abyssia Gorgate? Is she playing Yu-Gi-Oh now? I have no idea what that means. Turn the board into hell. We can't date the teacher either. We've turned down both of them. These are no longer our options. Would you care to face me in a match? Playing a child's card game, of course. Why did we turn her down? I don't know. She was the first one we got, and I was kind of like, oh god, do we commit to a girl right now? It's way too early in the game, I don't know what to do. So I think we just immediately, well, not immediately, I think we talked it through a bit. And ultimately we decided we try to pursue one of the other ones. Take that back, Anne's the best. Oh no, we're gonna have wars in the chat now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Until next
I don't
time.
mind Anne. It's just at the time I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can commit to this yet. So I said no. Haru's underrated? I think people mentioned that because they didn't like her palace. They didn't really care for Haru that much. Oh yeah, Frog, I'm aware that you can actually get with more than one girl at a time in the game. The thing that I was told, though, is that it leads to a bad ending. So I kind of would decide against it, even though I was tempted to do that at first. Sorry for messaging you all this early in the morning. It seems my father will be holding an urgent press conference. Oh god, imagine if he holds a conference and he shoots himself right in the head. That'd be so dark. It's like, did you guys ever see that video? I don't know who it is, it's some politician, but like, he was involved in a scandal, and he holds like a press conference, and in the press conference, he actually shoots himself right in the head. And it was like caught live on video. It's really fucked up.
Okay.
I can't remember the guy's name now, though. This has to at least lift some of the burden off on Haru's shoulders. For real? Congrats. When's it gonna be? 8 p.m. tonight. I wonder if we'll talk about the mental shutdowns. Where should we watch it? Why don't we get together beforehand? Alright, let's do it. I don't really have a reason for meeting up, but it still might prove beneficial. A bad ending? I don't think it leads to like a bad end. It does lead to a humorous scene though on Valentine's Day. Okay. Then yeah, maybe what I was told was wrong or I misinterpreted it. That could be possible. We're gonna watch it on the rooftop. That's so bizarre. You have business up there, what? Huh? What business could you have on the rooftop of Academy? Maybe there's plants up there. I don't know if there's stuff for her to garden. Make sure you come through the front entrance after school. Yusuke's busy, I guess. He has better things to do. Oh, you don't end up with a girlfriend at the end if you date everyone, that's for sure. That's probably what was meant then. Yeah, not necessarily a bad ending as in the game, like, ends badly for everyone, but I guess you just don't get a girl. I take it they must find out and yell at you or something. 1 week left until exams. You'll have no problems if you've been studying regularly this semester.
Remembered.
That aside, Akamura Foods has been a hot topic lately. That much media coverage must be at least 10 million yen. And we'll see about that. At first, I even thought that all the outcry was just some kind of elaborate marketing campaign. I guess it's giving them too much of a bad image, though. Advertising public image are more important than anything else for a corporation. Are you familiar with the psychological tests using these images? You show these two images to people, and then ask them to name one Booba and the other Kiki. What in the hell? Morning, son.
You.
Which do you think most people choose to name Kiki? I guess B would be named Booba, and then A is Kiki? Neither look like Kiki. I'm assuming that's the case.
Yes.
That's correct. Should have instinctively felt that A is Kiki. Sharp sounds like K and T are linked to a spiky image. Oh. Well, I guess that's why. Never mind. According to our theory, sounds and shapes are processed in the same area of the brain. Furthermore, this sense is the same worldwide. No matter the language, the result is the same. Well, that didn't make any sense to me, but alrighty then. What if the new girl from Persona 5 is the best girl and we just don't know it? Maybe so.
Nice going.
What is this, Jordan? When the time comes, use your best judgment and make the correct choices. Do you really trust my judgment? I think you've already seen enough streams to know that's probably not the best idea. Well, you must be really smart to answer a question like that.
All right.
Alright indeed. A product's name impresses an image on people before they even use or buy it. Big Bang Burger exemplifies this. The voice consonants and short syllables have a strong impact. Although with the news these days, it may also evoke the image of the strong oppressing the weak. I don't know, always made me think of, the galaxy or something. Or the universe in general. Even the teachers have their eyes on Okamura. Well, he should be having a change of heart, so there should be nothing to worry about. How confusing. You want to meet up on the rooftop? We already talked about this, didn't we? Wait, you know, it's kind of funny because, yeah, he wasn't involved in the texting that was going on in the beginning of the day, but you think he would have checked his messages later on and, whatever. Yeah, you weren't there. Can you come to our school rooftop after your classes today? I don't understand what's going on. Well, read the messages before this, you jerk. Is Haru at school? I'm heading over now. Things were a little hectic this morning. I'll be there before classes end for the day. That reminds me, your flower bed's on the rooftop. Oh. Okay. That's right, the season's good. I'm thinking about transplanting them sometime soon. Flowers are an excellent hobby. I will gladly assist you. We'll help too. See you after school. You know what's funny? Because I always thought for the longest time that Morgana sounded like a girl too. I think they have a female voice actress for the... Hush, Anne. I think they have a female voice actress for Morgana, so I always just assumed Morgana was a girl for like the longest time. I still get mixed up with that and call Morgana a girl every now and then. It's just confusing.
You can just call me Haru. The seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
Oh, really?
All I did was add some, how do I put it? Aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement.
You spelled aesthetic wrong, but that's okay.
Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
I'm looking forward to it. Why don't we plant you, Mona? Weren't you a shut-in until just recently? You...
Isn't that the truth?
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go 2 more millimeters to the left.
That's not gonna make a difference.
No, I haven't really paid attention to the Smash Brothers DLC because I don't really play Smash Brothers in general.
Hey, you know how we're thinking of the school festival as our celebration party?
But I do know that they would have Joker as a character and whatever. Someone mentioned that already.
Anyone else think we should have a real celebration on top of that?
I must agree. It would be not only a celebration, but a welcoming as well. I'd like to do something among ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if the ats work on YouTube chat. I'm pretty sure it's not the case, but I don't really know for sure.
Let's do it then. A joint party to celebrate and to welcome Haru. Oh, you don't have to do that. The school festival is more than enough. How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star of the party's not into it?
Oh, that's cool, Maddie. I gotcha.
Well then, how about a night party? At Destinyland. By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams?
Yes, because Disneyland was copyrighted.
It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night. The entire park? You're talking about the Destinyland, right? Didn't you say you'd like to do something amongst ourselves?
I did, but
Hold on, I'll go check.
Oh boy.
She really thinks like a celebrity.
The heck's she gonna check?
Guys, it looks like it will work.
Really now?
You're really gonna have it at Destinyland? Not like one of the restaurants, but the entire park?
Even just for one night, the price is insane.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how she pulled this off if her father's supposed to be in like this, you know, almost like catatonic state. Because you think she'd be getting the money from him to do this, but how would he like respond?
Oh, that won't be a problem. We had originally booked it for a company party. Then
Oh,
had to call
okay.
it off because of the scandal.
There we go.
We'd barely get anything back if we cancel the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
In that case, let's do this.
Yeah, of course not. Why not further incriminate ourselves by all being together yet again?
We'll just
When something-
celebrate twice as hard today.
Shady goes down with the father of the girl that we're gonna be with.
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone.
Because we're not already
You
connected
did
to every
come
other
help me
case
after
that
all.
happened.
Well, let's get back to it.
So, seriously, how much does it cost?
I mean, it kind of seriously is a bit odd just to say that the police didn't caught on to them sooner in the game, considering like every single case where this has happened has been closely related to us. Like the first time around, it was something related to like both Anne and Ryuji. Then the second one, it was like linked to Yusuke pretty closely. Then it was linked to Makoto as well, the third one. I guess the only other one, Futaba, that kind of all happened with her only, so they probably wouldn't know about that one, to be fair. But now, with Haru, it's definitely going to be linked to her as well. So like, oh, it's kind of funny that all these people hang out together, and they're like closely related to someone who had their personality changed. Yeah, Futaba's the only non-obvious one, because I don't think anyone knew about it other than her, that, you know, she had this change. Well, I guess, like, Sojiro as well, but it doesn't really matter.
Delicious.
The food was arranged on my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
It's very pretty background, though. Very nice atmosphere.
The staff brought out this table and food just for us, huh?
Hello there, Riddick Sweat. How you doing?
I thought if we were going to dine together, it would be better to do it somewhere with a view.
The VIP life is incredible! Not that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
There really is no one else here. We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
It is kind of funny, though, because if there's no one else here, who's setting off those fireworks? Like, clearly there should still be staff around or something. And someone had to make the tea for them, I suppose, unless they just made it themselves.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well?
That's right.
It's beautiful.
It's not as beautiful as you.
Did Makoto have any obvious connections to the dude who was affecting her? Who was the guy involved with Makoto again? Oh, that was the mobster, wasn't it? Yeah, maybe that one wasn't closely related, because you think about it, it was someone who was trying to blackmail her, but I guess that was never made... That's not something that was ever made public now, was it? The Mafia Fly dude, that's right. So I guess technically that wouldn't be linked to her. They wouldn't know for sure that she was involved.
That's the kind of stuff couples say, right?
Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this.
Lady An, this view is not as beautiful as...
Yes, I know better than to try and evoke facts and logic in a video game.
Come on.
I know if Michael was
You
here,
get
he would
way
bring
too
up the whole
excited about this stuff.
hashtag video game logic thing. He always likes to mention that.
You say that like you're not tapping into your inner child too, Ryuji.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
Yeah, Yusuke and Haru. I guess as well as Ryuji and Anne, because they were pretty closely linked with Kamoshida in the beginning. And not only that, but it does pinpoint it all to developing at her school in the first place. So it kind of makes everyone at the school a suspect. And then all the furthering stuff just kind of limits it down, like, oh, so if it's someone at the school that probably took action against Kamoshida, then the next thing you know, something happens to Madarame, so they should have been like, oh, well, it's linked to someone who's close to him. The closest person to him was Yusuke, and Yusuke started hanging out with these kids that were from that school, so that's a pretty big red flag on it. And I think that's why they started having Sai, like, visiting our guardian, Sojiro. So it became a suspect. But they haven't really done much other than, like, kind of question it briefly. Now that there's going to be a third thing happening with Haru, you think that's going to be super suspicious.
I did not.
You said something like that.
Ryuji, you're the adult. Not really. Fighting brings you closer. Yeah, that's right.
That's a good way of putting it. I wonder if that has to do with where we are.
What? Yusuke?
My, this is so heartwarming.
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade
Don't be a
as
weirdo
well.
now, Yusuke.
But given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it.
Oh, I guess they do have a little bit of skeleton crew.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Either way, this party's totally the best one so far. It's freaking amazing.
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it. Careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what
Is
luxury
Yusuke about to make some more statues? One day, I'm sure he will.
This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think?
Oh, cooked it too soon.
Party will be for me.
Now they're all super
Still,
loud.
How do I put this? I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly? It's actually a bit frightening. You worry too much. I must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recently. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
Oh, perfect timing.
Father,
I was just checking Discord. What the hell is JP talking about? Anyway, completely unrelated. Oh, here we go.
Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to gather here.
Dude, he's totally gonna shoot himself in the head like that politician, dude.
Today, I'd like to elaborate upon the whole truth behind my company's labor situation. How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were with sanitation.
Yeah, I kind of think maybe it's just a case of it being the first one in the game, but I really like the Kamoshida case as well. it was kind of one of the most fun ones to me. From the dungeon itself being that cool castle place. Because it had a lot of variety. You're like starting off in the dungeons, then you work your way up to the actual story involved too, being very closely related to the characters we knew. I think that's my favorite one so far. We'll see if it gets any better.
And how my corporation acted as a whole to cover up every facet of this scandal. For all of this, I wholeheartedly apologize.
So are you saying all of this was done under your orders?
Yes. I am solely responsible.
We heard that dozens of your employees were forced to resign due to mysterious illness.
Uh-oh. Oh no, this is too relevant to the current day.
Furthermore, these happened to be officials who stood against your proposal for overseas expansion. The same thing also happened to executives at competing companies who were looking to expand abroad. Is all of this true?
Yes.
Was it all coincidence? We'd like some answers.
About that, I have a critical piece of information to announce here today.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's really behind the mental shutdowns.
Sure he will. Oh boy. Fox die.
Okumura-san?
Well, that's freaky as all hell. Happy image, yay, nothing's wrong, everything's good. Never mind that, back to your normal lives.
Huh?
Wow. So that's what they end up looking like if they don't get struck by a bus immediately.
Father?
Yeah, isn't that kind of funny though, the way it worked out? That it only happened after he was about to say who it was? Because technically they killed his thing like 13 or 12 days ago, whatever it was.
Why did he collapse?
Ah well, there's that video game logic again.
That didn't look right at all. Don't tell me.
Mona-chan, what's going on? No, that's impossible.
What happened?
I want to know that myself. We made sure we just took the treasure too.
Well, we did.
I should call home.
This isn't our fault, is it? It's been okay all 4 times so far, ever since Kamoshida.
If we let the shadow live, the real person won't undergo mental shutdown, right?
That's a lot worse than doing Gunhead. Well, I guess. Well, technically, this is all fictional. That actually happened in real life. So that's pretty messed
how
up.
It should work.
I can't remember the circumstances, like what the dude did. But, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
What's wrong?
This is the same. I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
I suppose so?
But why did they target Okumura-san?
Because he knew too much.
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
I have to go. I'll talk to the staff before I leave. Feel free to take your time.
Haru!
This ain't our fault, right?
I'd like to think so.
Some welcoming party, huh?
I'll get in contact with Haru later. But for today, I think we should all return home.
Uh-oh,
It's
what's
been a
this
while.
now? A meeting between these two.
What are you watching?
Nothing good.
That's...
This is just a hypothesis.
Lovely sounds of him choking. Or gagging, I guess.
But perhaps Okumura was bitten by his lapdog.
Yeah, they didn't really make that clear how the dude was supposed to get out and whatever. Once again, it's kind of like the video game logic thing. You have to kind of just forget it and not question things like that.
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned a useless employer. And to cover their tracks, they dealt with Okumura.
I hate to bring this up, but I'm actually here about that.
How are you now?
Did you find any evidence?
No. Actually, there's a chance that the party behind these aren't the Phantom Thieves, but someone else.
Ah, good job,
What do you
Akechi.
mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves
See,
as well.
Akechi's actually doing some good work here.
It is still hypothetical at this point, but I don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal. We will find evidence on this, no matter what it takes.
Believe it.
By the way, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
You haven't looked at my laptop or taken files from it without my permission, have you?
Oh boy. Here
That's
we go.
right out of the blue.
Well, there's a good
There were
reason for that.
traces that someone transferred data from it. It was only a small error pop-up,
There's those damn window updates again.
but I noticed it immediately after I had that argument with you last month.
And that's why you suspect me? Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you saying you didn't?
As a detective myself, I honor the value of information, as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you, of all people, would understand such values, Sai-san.
Oh,
I apologize.
Light is pissed.
But then, who stole my data? I let my guard down. They're mine. I'm the one who will catch them.
Now she's pissed. There's nothing she values more than her personal data. Did you see the news? He collapsed during this interview. It's serious. That was gruesome. Wish they put on some kind of warning on the video. They said President Okamura died. Really? Whoa, you're right. I just saw the news about it. I do like Akechi's voice actor. The voice acting in this game is pretty good overall, I'd say, though. So about Haru's dad, the news said it was a cardiac arrest. There's a chance he'll pull through, right? I hate to say this, but usually after such a report, the only thing that follows is a confirmation of death. I mean, there's plenty of people who have that do live afterwards, right? And I'm trying to think, isn't cardiac arrest the same thing as like a heart attack, essentially? Maybe not. I'm not a health expert. Don't quote me on that. Haru, why is this happening? Can someone die simply from having a mental shutdown? I don't know. I suppose it's possible that the shock could kill a person. Haru didn't mention her father was in the best of health. For him to just up and die, this has to be some kind of a joke. Haru? Are we responsible for his death? But I thought it was supposed to be fine as long as we didn't kill their shadow. Okay, Luna, have a good night. And thank you for stopping by as always. Ain't that what you said, Morgana? It should have been okay. It should have been. You said it should have been okay. That is true. There's no point getting mad at Mona for this. I heard the same thing too, you know? In any case, let's compose ourselves for now. We need to act normally in public. But keep Haru in our minds. Damn it, this doesn't make any sense. Why do you suffer a mental shutdown is one thing. But what are we supposed to do from here on out? The music's too chill for what's going on. Haru's gonna be fine, right? Probably not at first.
Nice.
It's probably gonna take a while to deal with the situation. Yeah, I just want to go to sleep, I guess. There's a report of an early report. Oh, and a repeat of an early report on President Okamura's urgent press conference. Yeah, we all saw that. However, we just received confirmation that he passed away. Truly a shocking turn of events. Can't believe he died. Well, I can believe it.
Hey,
Yeah, this is a police department that relies on a teenager to solve crimes. Like in all good video games and manga. Okamura has no desire, he's gone. If he lives, he'll be a vegetable instead of calling it desire. Call it a soul. Can't bring that back. Well, he's just fully dead at this point. Dead as a doornail. Or doorknob, what was the saying? I forget what it was. Whatever the hell it was. Another visit, huh? Seems appropriate.
on your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you. Heed his words well.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud of their greed. Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened.
Well, no kidding. Yeah, what was it? What happened?
Who knows?
You probably know.
However, don't you sense it? The malicious will of another.
Well,
It seems
obviously,
a
after what just happened.
contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed, though I doubt that will be the case. I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this predicament.
I feel like my bond with Igor is growing deeper. Is it now from that? If you say so, game. You are a fool.
All right.
Interesting that his Arcana would be the fool, huh? Kind of makes you think.
We shall meet again.
Time's up, inmate. Hurry up and return to your world.
Oh no! I knew this would happen. We're taking a hit. What's going on? Feels good, man. What the hell?
Is that true?
So there's like a slight hit, but people are still kind of into it. Like, oh yeah, they killed that guy. Fucking good. Eh. Anyway, did you hear? Okamura died. It's all over the news. He collapsed during his press conference, right? I wish I'd been watching when that happened. Probably better off. It was a total disaster. I never imagined seeing a heart attack would be so unsettling. That's no normal heart attack, dude. The news says it was because of illness, but either way you spin it, still bizarre. Damn, wish I'd seen it live.
Listen this time, okay?
And in this age, proletarian literature, that is, literature written by the working class. Oh, do you see that interview? I thought it was gonna be some hidden camera show at first. A hidden camera show, that's not... A hidden camera show is not like a live interview, dude. I was so scared I changed the channel. He really looked like he was in pain, that was sick. Will you quiet down, we're in class right now, shut up! Not to mention, you have midterms starting on Monday. Focus on studying. Oh, we have tests? Oh, great. Things are getting pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's definitely true, Daniel. A lot of video games still can't get it quite right. Some games are better than others, though. Specifically, let's take a game that actually wasn't made in Japanese originally, and still had terrible lip sync. Anyone remember Mass Effect Andromeda? Oh, good lord, the mouths in that game were terrible. I didn't play it, I just saw videos of it, but oof. Nightmare fuel. Uh-oh, the police are showing up at her school. What for? Your sister hasn't told you about any of this? Nothing at all. Could this be related to Okamura's death in some way? But there's no connection between her school and Okamura Foods. Think they came to talk to Haru? She's absent today? Then seriously, what are they here for? Can't even begin to fathom a reason. Oh yeah, that's what the line was. My face is tired. It's like so are the animators that tried to make this game. Anyhow, let's be particularly careful not to stand out and head straight home when school ends. Understand? Alright. Well, that's kind of creepy.
We haven't found anything useful as evidence.
I see.
Well, his face looks tired too.
We're hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hmm?
Speaking. Huh?
What is this?
They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
What? Uh-oh. Well, how could this be?
Yes. I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
Yeah, we're being set up. It was a con job.
The principal? No one told me about that.
Don't say that out loud. Alright, Daniel, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night and take care.
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life.
No, not exactly.
And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another.
We had no part in that whatsoever.
You don't sound like you're lying.
That's because I'm not.
If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse.
Yes, there's certainly less bizarre things.
Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up? And I
No.
hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one. Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
Hey, try to avoid spoiling the game or loading the spoilers. What's up, Maddie? Wait, what was she saying? I wasn't paying attention because I was reading what Maddie said. Yeah, I guess her teammate was in danger, is why. Oh, you're using the verb and not my name. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, good point. In case people need to be reminded. Because there were a couple of new people that joined in. I am playing this game for the first time, so try to avoid anything spoilerific, if possible.
There's still no proof that another suspect exists.
I see. I was actually paying attention to the game for once, so I didn't see whatever got posted. I missed out.
That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
Oh, here we go. Our bond's growing deeper. Deeper and deeper.
All right.
But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed. Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... What's the matter? Is it a side effect?
Oh crap, what the hell?
What in the world did the police inject into you?
Oh, that's right. Well, this happened so long ago now. My vision's starting to get disoriented, or distorted.
Hey, can you hear me? need to stay focused.
I'll try. Doing what I can, lady.
Don't scare me like that.
Hey, don't look at me. Blame the cops around here. At a certain point, I need to gauge when to let it fly under the radar so you don't realize it was a spoiler. Okay.
If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end.
Well, right now I have no idea what you're talking about, but either way, it should be fine for now.
We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable.
If the looting gets too on the nose, I'll try and delete it. Okay, sounds good to me, Maddie.
Well then, let's move on.
It was a long time ago. It's kind of in the first scene of the game before we had the flashback start happening. So, they injected us with something, I guess maybe it's supposed to be like a kind of truth serum.
At last we arrive at your most recent crime.
The corrupt kind.
You know what I mean, don't you?
They certainly are in this game. So this is probably the false, the fake calling card.
This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence.
Hmm?
It was addressed to Sae Nijima.
Oh.
Myself.
Oh, shit.
Now, explain everything to me.
What? We sent her a calling card? The summary of the story up to this point has been updated. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. She doesn't really seem corrupt, though. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Has anyone been able to contact Haru? Yeah, I'm worried about her. No luck here. Me neither. She won't pick up. Doesn't look like she's seen any of her chats either. I'm worried about her.
Where have you been searching all along?
Sai has a palace. This is where the game gets good. You didn't see this coming? No, I didn't see it coming. Her distorted desires. Is she distorted? I don't know. Like I said, she didn't seem that distorted to me. She's just kind of investigating a case. Which is, I mean, kind of her job. I don't know. I haven't really picked up on her being like corrupt like the other characters have so far. Yeah, it's like the song, you never saw it coming. Oh, well, we hear the same thing. Oh, no, this is different. They're investigating his home and stuff. So am I not allowed to do anything again?
Hey.
I have to say, it's pretty funny. We really haven't been able to use at all the perk about going out at night with the teacher. I guess because it's story-related stuff. It's just kind of funny, though, how that's been the case. You saw how she treated Sojiro? I guess. I don't remember at this point. Like I said, I don't have the greatest memory, and we haven't played this game in like a year or whatever. What did she say to Sojiro? Why not go to Mementos? Anyway, let's go to sleep, I guess. That's all we can do. President Okamura died. Is this just a coincidence? Is there an illness that could cause that? Nah, no way. So it was murder. That's terrifying. This might be the biggest event of the century. Oh no! Such a depressing sound. Oh, so she threatened to take Futaba away and falsely accused him. That way she could get him to tell her something? And she called her own sister useless and a drain on her life. Wow. Damn, that is harsh. Okamura was patient zero for the coronavirus. This is how it all started, indeed. My apologies for messaging you so early in the morning. Things have calmed down a bit at home, so I thought there's something you need to tell you. Yeah, the only thing I remember about Sai recently is what we've seen in like the the flash forwards when she's basically just interrogating us. And just from the interrogations, she hasn't seen that bad. It's not like she was trying to frame us. She's actually trying to get the truth of the matter. So that's all I've really been judging her on so far. Are you alright? Yes, thank you. There's actually something that's caught my attention. I think I need to discuss it with everyone, though. We should meet after school. Looks like Haru is managing somehow. Well, I mean, it's the only thing you can do. She's probably not in the best shape, but let's go see her, I guess. Was Okamura murdered? But that was a live broadcast, wasn't it? If it wasn't an illness, then it has to be murder. Didn't he just kind of deserve it anyway? Still, I feel bad for him going out like that. Yeah, it definitely don't look like a pleasant way to go. Dun dun.
This, preparations are finally
This
in
corrupt
place.
asshole.
The public has praised them as allies of justice before they strike them back to the ground. Now then, she'll be next. Yes, I've already spoken to Human Resources about it. It will be a heavy responsibility, but I'm certain it'd be an honor for her. The culprits behind the mental shutdown cases she's been pursuing all this time. Indeed, they'll become the criminals we've set them up to be, just as you instructed.
Yeah, now the real question is, who is he on the phone with all this time? What the hell's going on? There's someone like on a megaphone outside just yelling. That's great. Everyone's going crazy in this town now. And hey, welcome back, Team Master Sen. Hopefully all is good with you. No one deserves murder.
Loud.
They're still human.
Where's Haru?
Not here.
She's the one that called us, so she'll show up eventually.
Well, even though things have calmed down, she must be occupied with what happened to her father. Wait, what?
You saw Okamura die of an ink explosion? Yeah, he's like, the things from, whatever it is, Splatoon.
What's up?
People are posting that we killed President Okamura.
Well, no shit. What were they gonna think?
So it's begun already.
What?
Think about it. The CEO collapsed the way he did during an apology conference that our group caused.
I know, it doesn't seem like something straight out of Death Note.
Still! You were raving about us so much, and now they just treat us like murderers?
Well, yes, because they think you just murdered him.
What a lightning fast change of attitude.
And I mean, it was pretty incriminating. They set this up pretty well.
They don't know a damn thing about our situation.
Well, no, obviously not.
Calm down. Not everyone is necessarily saying that.
Yeah, it was still like a 60% approval rating.
Haru! I'm sorry I'm late. I'm the one who asked you all to make time for me, too.
Oh boy.
My condolences. Must be... I'm okay now. I called everyone together because there was something worrying me. Did you all target the principal?
Oh, I never said the fan site numbers going down mean nothing.
Huh? The principal? You mean ours?
Yes. What makes you say that?
Oh, hold on a second. What's this? I have to look at my computer for a second. What is this? I had this stupid Windows update thing going off again. And like it turned red. Well, hopefully it's not going to restart anytime soon, stupid thing.
Yesterday, a public prosecutor came to my home.
That'd be a great end to the stream if that just suddenly ended.
It was a woman named Nijima-san.
Sounds slightly familiar, now you mention it.
I overheard her saying a calling card was found in the principal's office. Considering that this was right after what happened, it's got to be Shujin's.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Doesn't this all seem weird to you? It may
Indeed.
just be my imagination, but I feel as if things are escalating far too quickly after President Okumura's incident.
What do you mean?
Perhaps we may have been set up by the real culprit.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only possibility. We've been hearing about this mysterious stranger in the other world for a while now.
For real?
We knew they were doing something, that someone is causing these shutdowns to take place.
That could be.
Then we need to catch them as soon as possible.
Hold a moment. Can we assume we've been set up, though? We don't even know their objective.
I think the objective is already pretty clear.
What else are we supposed to do then?
Let's all calm down for a moment. From what Haru said, even the police are suspecting that the Phantom Thieves are murderers. It wouldn't be wise to carelessly make a move at the moment. We need to act as normal students for now. In addition, we have midterms next week.
Yes, the most important thing to worry about.
Exams? At a time like this? I envy you, Futaba. Futaba?
Got something on my mind. Gonna go home and look into it.
What?
I wonder what
Odd.
that could be.
Very odd.
At any rate, we need to behave and not
What's up,
draw
Digimon?
attention to ourselves. Understood?
Those digital monsters, you mean? Alright, let's see if we're gonna take another hit tonight. I mean, it's gonna be pretty
real?
obvious. Oh, we have this again? That's impossible. This is ridiculous. Why are people doubting the Phantom Thieves over what happened to President Okamura? They'd never do such a thing. Isn't that right? Yeah. Yeah, I trust them. Anyway, it seems like everyone's forgotten all that they've done up to this point. That won't stop me, though. I'll continue cheering them on. Make sure you tell them that. See you later. Shima's a bit narrow-sighted, but he's a good person deep down. We can't betray him. No, of course not. Can't let that happen. It's unthinkable.
Hey!
Really? It's so weird that they do this to you so many times in the game. They put you in the room just so you can go to sleep. Well, I mean, maybe you can water the plant too if it needs to, but it doesn't even need it. Alright, well, we'll go to bed again then. I said, go to bed again. Well, apparently you're the one telling me to go to sleep, Morgana, so... Yeah? No! Now we gotta play the one Smash Mouth song. While the dead Digimon dances in the distance. I don't even know what that's about. I have never really watched Digimon. I'm sorry for worrying you, everyone. I won't be able to respond for a little while longer. You don't need to mind us. By the way, like, another thing, which is, like, yeah, once again, bring up logic in a video game. But the whole time in this game, they're texting back and forth about what they're doing. So it's like, I guess they're not able to tap their phones in this game universe for whatever reason. I'm okay. I'm more worried about the people at the company, though, to be honest. Seems everyone's having difficulty with not only clients, but the press as well. They're even handling the preparations for my father's funeral. I just feel so guilty that I'm unable to help out at all. You shouldn't. Everyone understands this is a trying time for you. And we're here if anything happens. Don't push yourself. Thanks, talk to you later. Bless that girl, worrying about others even at a time like this. I know. I already kind of like, mentioned it briefly. Trying to bring up logic in a video game. Still have to mention it though.
Impossible.
possible?
Why else would they kill him during a press conference? I heard someone that Okamura raised his daughter alone. Maybe he wasn't a great manager, but as a parent I feel for him. Murdering someone to make a point is textbook terrorism. Like Shido and that Akechi kid say, the Phantom Thieves are a menace. A phantom menace. Rimshot. Have we been cheering on murderers all this time? It has to be a setup. The Phantom Thieves aren't like that. They're not heroes. They're just criminals. Oh, hey, T. Masterson, that's cool. You got your mom flying into town? You had to pick her up and stuff? I believe in the Phantom Thieves. They wouldn't do that. They'd do anything for love, but they won't do that. I'm really disappointed. Were they just lying? So much doubt now. Oh, look, another day where we do nothing. Oh, wait, there is something in class. We'll see if we get a chance to do anything, Maddie. We don't always get the opportunity. Who on earth set us up? Does anyone have any idea? Of course not. If I were to guess, I would say the culprit behind the mental shutdowns. Sounds like a good guess. Wait, how do we even know we got set up to begin with? Well, because we were just set up, Ryuji. That's how we know, because we were set up. What just happened? Whatever the F, police. Whatever, F the police, I have my maid teacher make weapons and tools for me. The FBI busts in on Kawakami making lockpicks in her maid outfit. I can just imagine the reaction to that. They found a calling card in Principal Yeah. Professor... Yeah. It's getting so messed up. Principal K's office. We'll just say that. The guy's dead and I still can't say his name. Someone else had to plant that, obviously. In the worst case scenario, it's possible they know our identities. This is bad, guys. They at least know what school we go to. Yes, our state of affairs is looking quite bleak. If they knew our identities, though, I think they would just do something to kill us off. Possibly. Because they're pretty defenseless in the real world. Let's turn ourselves in. Well, I guess we'll prove our innocence. Well, hello there, knight of name I cannot say. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I think he's talking about the equivalent of the FBI, though. Whatever the name is. There's essentially an equivalent in this game that's basically the FBI for all intents and purposes. I don't know how we do this, but sure. How are we going to do that, though? Looks like we only have the choice. Our only choice is to find the true culprit. Yeah, but we have no leads. We'll just have to keep laying low and wait. Let's not do anything conspicuous. I mean, I'll try not to. No promises, though. Sorry for bringing this up when things are so chaotic. I know it's been tough after what happened to President Okamura and all. But this is the perfect time for smaller changes of heart to restore your reputation. Anyway, here's the info I have. If true, this one's pretty crazy. Apparently an ex-mercenary who works as an assassin is hiding out in the Shibuya underground. That's pretty intense. He acts like a homeless person during the day, but then goes about his work at night. He hasn't left any trace of his identity, though, so there's nothing the police can do. How the hell am I gonna get started on this, then? Sounds pretty dangerous. Right? I can't breathe easy knowing he's out there. Oh, well, according to the rumors, his name is Yohei Kiritani, or however you say that. Well, it's pretty funny that they know his name, though. I'm seriously scared. I don't want anything to do with this. I'm leaving this to you, Nightshade. Okay. Well, at least we have a request to fulfill now, so we can finally go back to Mementos if we want to. Let's check our message quickly. Yes, I'm aware of that. Oh. Well, we could do this at some point. Hold on. Sushi, please. Yep, so we still have this as well to do. Later. Alright, let's draw on the chalkboard. Blackboard. I wonder what they'll say now after everything has happened. The Phantom Thieves. President Okamura died because of the Phantom Thieves, right? I heard they're behind all the weird shit that's been going on. They tricked us good. Does that guy not watch the news or something? Way to bring the mood down. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're treating us like that. Oh yeah, that's a good question, Knight. I'm just gonna call you Knight for now for short. So I'm playing regular Persona 5 because, well, this is the game I started playing like 3 years ago when the game came out. This is my first time playing through it, so that's pretty much why I'm playing it. I'm not gonna stop the playthrough just because the new game's coming out. Oh, make sure it's totally erased. Yeah, so essentially it's my first time going through the game in the first place. Now they're talking about Akechi-kun again. We turned our backs on Akechi-kun. All we can do now is ask him for help. Well, the funny thing is, now he doesn't even think it's us anyway, so we should be good on that. Oh look! In the back of the class. People are saying that Akechi was right about us all along. Come on, we need to prove our innocence. Yeah, it's all good. I don't expect you to know that. Yeah, I kind of mentioned it. I think that after I finish this game, you know, my first playthrough, whenever that is, I might actually pick up the Persona Royal version and play it again. Maybe do another playthrough with actual knowledge of what's going on in the game. It'd be fun to see how much it varies when I actually know what I'm doing. Yeah, everyone's panicking now. Let's take a look quickly at the map. So yeah, we have Yusuke around, kind of like we saw already. You could hang out with Makoto with the text as well. I think we'll probably do the Makoto hangout, because it'll probably help us get our knowledge up as well. If I'm right, we still have a little bit to go in that. How do I look at that again? Oh, like this. Okay. Yeah, it's Friday. There's nothing else we really have to do on Fridays, I think. So let's go talk to Makoto. Hopefully get both points with her and points in intelligence as well.
Well, see you later.
I'm going to drill it into you, so prepare yourself. Alright.
Hey,
Trying difficult problems is good, but the most important thing is your fundamentals. How are they? We should be good for the most part. We have 4 intelligence, or knowledge. Whoa, it's staying with Makoto deepen your understanding? I guess so.
Alright.
Yeah, and I have no idea how far we have to go to get level 5 in knowledge. We probably won't get it before the tests actually come up. Getting back to the basics is necessary when you're lost in both studying and regular life. Well, it certainly applies right now. Oh, nice. This is a great opportunity for me to review as well. Okay, let's try a few more complicated problems now.
All right then.
Yeah, I'm sure to level up her confidant, though, we probably have to actually do one of those weird date things with the other girl. Uh-oh. Sojiro, no! Now he's gonna doubt us, too. I hear the Phantom Thieves killed someone. It's all over the news. I'm sure she'd love to hear about this. Well, we're not gonna do that, of course.
You got time right now?
Well, let's see what else is around, though.
Next time, then.
I should say, I think we're probably going to be ending the stream soon, though. I'll give a little bit of heads up since people seem to want me to announce that a little bit beforehand. I'll probably do one more hangout or something with someone. Oh, wow. Is she the only one around? guess she is. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. So I kind of forget. Can we? Yeah, we can study in here for knowledge.
Now listen up.
The question is there a better place to study for knowledge? Because I kind of remember something slightly about that. Like, maybe it was better to study for knowledge inside the other place? But is that really true? Because as I've kind of explained before, I haven't really played this game consistently, so when I last tried it, I think it was all those years ago. The restaurant? Yeah, the one here, you mean? Where is it? The diner here? Because I have some slight recollection that when we studied in the diner here, it actually gave us a bigger boost to certain things. And I don't know if, now that we've unlocked other places, if that's also applicable. Alright, the diner here? Okay, sounds good. I don't know, I got a feeling it like boosted up guts or something as well. Yeah, we got plenty of money on us, so that's no concern. Ah, that's right, there's something else happened in the rain. Yeah, unfortunately it's not raining anymore, but hopefully this works out. Oh yeah, remember that? They mentioned very briefly the totem pole. Hey Cerise, how are things going with you? You're now getting Persona recommendations on YouTube, by the way? Well, you're very, very much welcome. I should probably mention, since sorry, I just don't know how to pronounce that name. We also stream the Twitch, so there are some people in the Twitch chat as well, like Cerise, who I'm talking to right now. I like to mention that just in case people get confused. So you can finally try out that totem pole, huh? Oh, increases proficiency, which we already have maxed out though. Charm, which is maxed out. So I think the things we have to raise are guts, kindness, and knowledge. So either of these would be fine. By the way, Strish, we're probably not going to be streaming for much longer, but it is good to see you as always. So what do you guys think? Should we try to get kindness up or guts? In addition to our knowledge. Which is more useful for the short term? I'm sorry, I can't help it. The thing is, you came to the stream kind of late. You should know this is kind of the point where we leave off most nights. But like I said, it's always good to see you, Cerise. Or at least hear from you. Technically not seeing. Hold on a second. The fortune teller? Kindness for Futaba. Oh, that's right. She can level up stats for confidence, money, luck, and social stats. Then I guess I'll get the nostalgic steak. Isn't that so nice sounding? Oh, what's this? 2 random kids.
Nice.
They're checking it out. You sure look happy. You saved the taste of Grandma's kindness. Yeah, real funny.
All right.
Hey.
All right, we're a little more kind in life now. All right, we were able to focus well, I guess.
All right.
Wanna head back?
Sure, it's way too expensive for us. Plus, I suppose Makoto has her own motorcycle. In a way. I'm sure she'd let us borrow it. Oh yes, Reese, by the way. Something not very good happened earlier in the stream, and now everyone's hating us over time. I just want to be a troll. Is that what someone said? I was reading the message really quickly. I think I caught that. Switch sides, lol. What about the politicians? I guess they want to kill the politicians too now. They're murderers, right? Hurry up and arrest them. Takemi is not maxed out yet. I think she's kind of close to it.
This sucks.
But not all the way. I wonder when Okamura-san will be coming back to school. I know the funeral soon. It must be tough, organizing the funeral for a bigwig CEO. Okamura-san is usually pretty quiet. Do you think she's okay? Hard to believe the dad of such a nice girl could be so evil. I didn't expect this from the Phantom Thieves. That is a full-blown public execution. Next time we go to a palace or mementos, see the fortune teller. She'll let you earn a bit of extra money before going in. That's right, I remember seeing that. That's one of the bonuses you could buy. Things are looking rough online. They're calling us a bunch of murderers. And the celebrities who supported us are being criticized now too. It's all going up in flames. People are posting about this everywhere. I highly doubt that anyone who supported us did so honestly. There must have been many who simply went with the winning side. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're under the impression we killed someone. That would change things quite a bit. For a lot of people. It does make me rethink a lot of things. That aside, we need to deal with our situation first. Our state of affairs continue to worsen. We can't just sit back and watch this happen. Still, we can't make a move when we don't have any leads. What are we supposed to do? Right around when the exams end will be the perfect timing. For what? Don't worry about it. Anyway, just wait and see what happens. Oh, hello there, Jason. Futaba is Japan's version of a manic pixie dream girl. Yeah, she does kind of fit the bill quite a bit, now that I think about it. Yeah, I do like the Doctor quite a bit. I mean, we still haven't fully decided on who we're going to pursue as our romance option for the game. So that is still an option, although, as I've kind of implied a few times, we're trying to get a bit closer to Makoto for now. No lies detected. Excellent. There's no way he can focus on exams. Yeah, because he was ever a... Oh, what's this? Like he was ever a good student. Pay attention. Is that how you listen when someone's talking to you? Oh god, he's pissed. I feel a murderous intent. What the? He threw chalk at us. Oh my god, that's so funny. That actually happened to someone in my class at one point. I forget which teacher it was. I think it was one of our math teachers. He threw a piece of chalk at someone because they were like sleeping. That was an epic dodge. That was nuts. Is he a ninja? Well, whatever. Moving on. Oh, you've got the entire class's attention. Your charm is definitely increased. Ah, yeah, so charming. That is pretty funny. Too bad it's already maxed out, though.
All right.
Oh, that was ridiculous. The meth teacher. Well, yeah, of course. It's like Breaking Bad. People are saying terrible things about his clients' murderers. You got plans today? Alright, so I think we're probably gonna break it off here. Decide this later. We'll read all the messages first just to get them out of the way. Alright, no more notifications for me. Alright, so at least we finally have an opportunity to go ahead and do some more stuff. We had a lot of days where it was just kind of multiple days in a row of watching the game play itself out and not having a chance to go out and about. So I'm glad that that's finally over. You had a teacher smash textbooks on the desk to wake students. That's a pretty good way of doing it too, I suppose. Another had soft rubber balls. You throw soft rubber balls at the son of the teacher next door. Ah, the school days antics. Well, anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for coming out and watching the stream. It's very much appreciated, as always. I hope you had fun watching these couple of days here in October in Persona 5, where things are really starting to fall apart for a crew here, but it's certainly gotten interesting now. So the next time we play this, we'll be picking up where we left off and having to decide who we're spending time with. Probably Makoto if we get another chance. You don't know when 10 p.m. is for you? Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly when it is depending on your time zone. But usually I put the stream announcement up a little bit beforehand, so there should be a notification sent out like maybe about 30 minutes or so before the stream goes up. I can always try to do it earlier in the day if I get around to it. And that'll usually give me an idea of when the stream's actually starting. So anyway guys, as always, have a good night, and I will see you next time.